What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Hooker here, and today we are playing Labyrinth of Fables. Fables. I've tried this once before in the past, and I'm really excited to try it again. I didn't get that far into it because my computer crashed, and so let's just get right into it. Labyrinth of Fables. Oh, let's do this. I really like this.
The Owl and the Birds. The birds by day once found an owl, with noisome voice and feathers foul. Each struck her so that since her flight, abroad was never but by night. Good advice is sometimes annoying to hear.
Apparently the moral of that story was good advice is sometimes bad to hear. I really like this. The depth of field feels great. You know what? I feel very comfortable in this. I wish that the leaves were more 3D. But other than that, I really like the premise of this. Pretty much you just go up to something and then you click and then something happens.
The Cox and the Partridge.
Cock. She said cock.
The cox once beat a partridge, for which wrong he sore complained, but saw themselves ere long. Each other so attack, ho ho, said he. They combat with themselves, why not with me? Strangers should avoid those who quarrel amongst themselves.
You know what? Yeah, that's great advice.
The Cock and the Fox. The fox invites the cock to mirth, and said that twixt both kinds a lasting peace was made. Well, quoth the cock, that freedom I shall use when yonder greyhound comes who brings the news. Those who try to entrap others are often caught by their own schemes.
That's really good advice. That's really good advice. And that's very true. I just actually had something recently happen this week to me. I lent this girl money, and I'll probably never see her again. Don't ever lend people money.
The Hen and Chicks. The hen perceives the kite in wait to lay, as if he would upon her chicks do prey. To defend her brood from the hawk's rage, takes and shuts them up securely in a cage. To enjoy our blessings, we must have freedom.
I don't know what I got out of that. I kind of want fucking pancakes now. It's like 12 o'clock at night and I want pancakes.
The Crane and the Fox. The mutual love was soon returned again. The fox invited by his friend, the crane. The meats brought in a jug, the mouths so straight, poor fox must go home to lick his plate. Do not play tricks on your neighbors unless you can stand the same treatment yourself.
I like the advice that this the Fable thing offers. It's really cool. It's really cool.
The Fox and the Crane. The fox provides a feast, invites a crane, who soon accepts to show him no disdain. The dish was flat, so liquid was the meat, that the crane must fast, the fox alone must eat. Do not play tricks on your neighbors unless you can stand the same treatment yourself.
Can we just hear that story? It's all good. There's another one around here. It's such a beautiful area. Like, it's really, really beautiful. I could take a girl out here virtually, and just take her on a nice little date. And we could listen to these stories and whatnot.
The combat of animals. The birds and beasts engaged in a war. The bat, who thought the beasts more strong by far, deserts the birds who come to gain the fight. Since then she only dares appear by night. Deceitful have no friends.
Good advice. Good advice. You should be a trustworthy friend. If you're gonna try and scam your friends, then you're gonna be fucked at the end.
The Eagle and the Fox. The soaring eagle, fierce, greedy of prey, seizing upon the fox cubs, flies away. The dam, a beast of vengeance, in her ire, sets with a torch the eagle's nest on fire. Those that violate friendship, although they get away, yet do not escape punishment.
Yeah, karma's a bitch. That's what I got out of that one. What a lovely area.
The Peacocks and the Jay. The ambitious jay ostentatious imitates, with borrowed plumes proud Argus emulates. The peacocks see their feathers falsely worn, each plucks his own out, leaving her for a scorn. Borrowed feathers do not make fine birds.
I don't know what that means, to be honest. Don't borrow your friend's stuff, maybe? I don't know, it feels like I'm here. I just could touch the fence and just wring my hands along it. It's pretty nice. Let's see, where am I?
The Cock and the Turkey Cock.
She said cock again.
The turkey cock, one with expanded tail, as if he would the other cock assail,
She's like cock.
appears. The other at this sight makes ready to encounter him in a fight. Small fools are the most quarrelsome.
That makes sense. That makes sense, you know? I'm not gonna say small people have big attitudes, but I've only encountered that once in my life when I was a kid. Some kid, he was tiny and he thought he could beat everyone up, and then I was just sick of his shit one day and I fucking slammed him into the ground, and that was the end of that. He never fucking acted like an asshole again.
The Peacock and the Magpie.
Pie.
The birds a peacock for their king did take, not for his virtue, but his beauty's fake. Sirs, quoth the Magpie, virtuous acts alone, not splendid shows deserve the royal throne. Fine feathers don't make fine birds.
I can see that, you know? You may be driving a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, but just because it's very nice doesn't mean you're a good person. That's my interpretation of that. This place is really, really peaceful. I like it. I like it a lot. Ooh, is that a joint? Why is it? Ooh,
Dragon in the file. With strained jaws a dragon gnaws. An anvil, which a file with heed, observing said, "That is my trade, and I alone must do my deed." The covetous are poor sharers.
I have no idea how to interpret that. Why is there a phone there? That's weird. That's really weird.
The ape and her young. A female ape once having viewed her cub with beauteous gifts endued, and moved with such impetuous charms, embracing killed it in her arms. The best intentions will not always ensure success.
That definitely hits home, you know? I have my best intentions in a lot of things, and then, you know, the best laid plans always fall awry, right? Oh, let's go down there. Those are some giant parakeets.
The parrot and the ape. The parrot and ape, both men, imitate. The one knows how to act, the other how to prate. The ape draws on a shirt to make his way, but soon was caught, whilst he entangled lay. When one pretends to be someone else, one can become entangled in the falsehoods.
Well, besides the obvious, I don't need to explain that one.
The Peacock and the Nightingale. The peacock charmed with nightingale's sweet strains, for his defect to Juno straight complains. Argus, replies the goddess, spare this plaint. Each creature with his gift must be content. Be contented with your gifts.
Be happy with what you have. That's what that one had to say. You can't just go through life always wanting more and more and more. There's people in other countries that don't have anything. Maybe a bottle, and they turn it into a little race car. Kids, and that's the whole world. You know what I mean.
The ape as judge. The wolf and the fox, appealing to the laws, do plead before an apish judge their cause. Both are condemned by equal sentence passed, a fine found for the first, another for the last. The dishonest, if they act honestly, get no credit.
That makes sense. You can lie your entire life and then do one thing of honesty, but that still doesn't make up for the fact that you're still a liar.
The rat and the frog. The frog a rat upon his back did take, as if he would transport him o'er a lake. But while both fast entangled struggling lay, down comes a kite, converts 'em to a prey. Those who seek to harm others often come to harm themselves through their own deceit.
Yeah, if you try to rob a bank and you end up getting shot, that's your fault because you try to hurt others. And even if you didn't, you're trying to be deceitful and steal money. And you ended up getting killed for it. That's what I interpreted from that.
The hare and tortoise. The hare and tortoise both agreed to run a race, but when both parties were begun, the hare delays, the tortoise does his best, and gains the goal while the other takes her rest. Perseverance is surer than swiftness.
That hits home. That's hit home. I need to be studying for my tests, and I'm not fucking studying. And people that study do succeed. You can't just expect everything to just come just because you're talented.
The wolf and crane. The wolf entreats a crane to pull a bone out of his throat, which when the crane had done, demands reward. It is, quoth the wolf, most sure, reward enough, I did thee not devour. Expect no reward for serving the wicked.
I see what they're saying, just like Hitler, just because they were following orders, still a wicked person. Why expect a reward from such a horrible person? I'm right here. Okay. Where are we gonna go? Alright, there's still a little bit more. Oh, that feels weird.
The kite upon his birthday did invite the birds to come and sup with him at night. All were content, the kite appoints an hour, when being come, he did them all devour. Sit down to eat with your enemy, and you will be eaten.
Keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer, and you'll end up getting fucked. Excuse my language, but that's what happens. What can you expect from an enemy? Even though you've tricked them into thinking that you're their friend, you're still gonna get messed up by them because they're so shitty person.
The Ape King. The ape elected king, all beasts content, except the fox, that holy discontent, pretends to know where treasures hidden where, straight leads the apish king into a snare. The true leader proves himself by his qualities,
not by his things.
The ducks and the spaniel. A spaniel with great eagerness pursues a flock of ducks, to whom one said outright, "In vain, fond whelp, thy labor dost thou use, thou canst no more than put us to our flight." Don't waste time pursuing labors that cannot be productive.
So don't play too many video games, unless you have your videos monetized. Hey, you might as well get paid for it, you know? Porcupine.
The serpent and porcupine. A serpent out of kindness did receive and entertain an ungrateful porcupine, who unrepenting bade him void the cave. "Condemn me as you will," quoth he, "the cave is mine." We may by thoughtlessness entertain foes instead of friends.
Tell me that, right? Tell me about that.
The wolf and the head. A wolf once finds a marble head, well done by workman's hand and great dexterity. "Thou art," quoth he, "well polished, yet canst not understand, smell, feel, taste, hear, nor see." A fair face is of little use without sense.
Totally agree. Beauty isn't everything, you know? Sometimes, just because it's the most beautiful person in the world doesn't mean they're worth a damn if they don't know their ass between their legs.
The fox and the raven. A raven with a crust sits on a tree. The fox commends him for his melody. When he clears up his throat to make essay, the fox takes up the crust and runs away. He who listens to flattery is not wise, for it has no good purpose.
People love telling stories, and they'll tell you anything.
The dolphin and the ape. A dolphin on his back once took an ape, having regard unto his human shape. But by his speech at length the dolphin found 'twas but a beast, and let him go to ground. Don't be misled by appearances. One falsehood leads to another.
So true. This place is wonderful, and the advice it gives you is phenomenal. And it's so enriching. I love the music. If this place was real, I could honestly take a date out here. It's really nice.
The kite and doves. The doves afflicted by the kite proclaim a war against him, and to head the fame, admit the hawk, who when they come to fight, afflict them harder than the hostile kite. Avoid a remedy that is worse than the disease.
So, like, you know, and it's a good example is like, you know, you're maybe depressed and things like that, but don't start doing heroin. I know it might make you feel good for a second, but at the end of the day, you're going to have a really bad time with life. That's the best thing I can think of at that moment.
The mouse, cat, and young cock. The little mouse a truce makes with the cat. complains against the cock unto his dam. How that?
She's a
the cock annoyed him. Nay, quoth she, not so. Cats seek to kill, cocks do no more than crow. Do not trust alone to outward appearances.
Okay, I can dig that. Don't trust anyone just by their cover. You know, a book is more detailed than that once you open it. It's such a beautiful place. It's absolutely beautiful. I know I'm in the virtual world, but I honestly wish this place was real.
The Cock and the Diamond. The martial cock once on a dunghill found a costly gem well polished and round. 'Tis true, quoth he, the value may seem great, yet I'd exchange it for one small grain of wheat. Precious things are without value to those who cannot prize them.
You know, you see all these millionaires and billionaires and they just buy car after car and things like that, and it just means nothing to them, like fucking Justin Bieber.
The Hanging Cat and the Rats. The cat once counterfeits herself as dead. Surprised, the rats approaching, void of dread. Then covered o'er with meal she makes a spoof. Wert thou the sack, quoth one, I'll keep aloof. The wise do not let themselves be tricked a second time.
I definitely understand that. Definitely understand that. So I think we might have gone through the entire place. I'm sure there's still one out here somewhere. Let's see. It is a maze, however. So, but we gotta get back to the front. It's getting late, and it's time to go home. Is there a map around here somewhere? There's a map. Alright. So we are right here. We look down there. Okay, so there's a three-way right here. So that going up would be that way. If we go down and then do the square, we might as well go up. Okay, hold on. Alright, so we go down and then. Alright, let's say we're facing. Fuck it. Fuck it! Alright, we gotta get out of here. I'm starting to get hungry. Alright, we just keep following this and then we take that little S and we should be straight. Alright. No. There we go. And now we're gonna take a little weird S, which I think we haven't gone down yet. So we're at the exit, but alright, we'll just keep going and then we'll go out that exit. Alright. You know, every time I used to put on my VR headset, it used to have like this brand new smell, which has kind of dissipated now since I've been using it so much. I think I've made around 47 of these Oculus Rift videos, which is pretty cool. I never thought I would play this much. I really enjoy it, especially for the educational factors of it. You know, I really think this is the future of games, and realistically, I think they should use it for education, and I think it's really going to be the future. I mean, I love the games, but I really like the lessons that we learned tonight. What the fuck? Did I just go through that gate? Okay. What is this? Realistically, I can't believe we just went through that gate. I think that's really freaking weird. But, yeah. Maybe that's another maze? I wish I could run a little faster. I want to see what that is. Let's go check it out. I know you guys are as curious as I am, because I definitely want to know what that is. So, and then we'll go in there if that's nothing interesting. Oh, it's another wall. This place is pretty big. This place is massive now. The fact that I just went through that fence, it just shows me how massive this place is. But I think this is it. No? Nothing? I can sit here with a girl. Nothing? Alright. Well, we're gonna end our adventures here. I think that was great. My review of it, I'm starting to get a little nauseous feeling. Little tiny bit. I love the environment. It's very tranquil. I love the depth of field. It's good. You know, the graphics are so-so because the things are like 2D, as you can see. Like, I'll go around this thing, and you see the picture turns with me, or maybe not. But yeah, as far as that, you know what I'm saying. But I do love the educational factor of it. I do enjoy the witty advice that it gives you. So I'm gonna have to rate this a 1.9. I wanted to say 1.8, but a 1.9 out of 5 is definitely the way to go for this, because it's really nice. And in the future, I can't wait to see what it presents. But for right now, a 1.9 out of 5. Hooker signing out.
What? I regret to inform you that we developed a technical problem.
No!